This is a red alert update. As you probably may know, Pentagon has announced they're sending troops in the Middle East. They're probably already there on those ships, aircraft carriers, and God knows what. 1/3 of the American US float is in the Mediterranean. They are like sitting ducks, a stone's throws from the Iranian proxies, the Houthis. Houthis already demonstrated by firing a hypersonic missile from Yemen, and it reached Tel Aviv in Israel with no problem at all, going through NATO airspace. No attempt to try to shoot it down or intercept it, they just only tracked it. And it only goes to shows 1/3 of the float of the American naval force is our sitting ducks. A few of those hypersonic missiles, nuclear tipped, you count them off the face of the earth. Now, looks like the Russians and the Chinese are sodding around in the backyard of Alaska. And yet again, somehow the Americans are whacking their panties and they're sending troops in that neck of the woods. This is a very complex cat and mouse game, you can call it, or game of chess. Everyone places in their positions and waiting for the adversary. Checkmate, and that's checkmate, it's war. And the fact Putin, for the first time, he mentioned it, warning the West, collective West, if you start shooting those long-range missiles into Russia, I will start shooting nuclear tactical weapons of low yield from where they came from. It's obviously the Ukrainians are not using them, and it's NATO. Those are Western weapon systems. Since day one in war with Ukraine with Russia, there's always been a NATO job, I should say. The fact is, humanity, with the escalations, they're heading towards a nuclear annihilation, nuclear war. Basing on the book of Annie Jacobson, doesn't matter who fires the nuclear missile for first, the world will end in 72 minutes. Absolute devastation. The amount of soot, debris due to the nuclear explosions were taken up towards the atmosphere. It will block out a very big percentage of sunlight from the sun itself, and temperatures could even fall below -25 in certain parts of the world, and you could have a nuclear winter and the sun blackout for 8 years. Nothing can grow because there's no sunlight to grow crops or whatever, or vegetation life. And the fact is, those who remain alive, when the available supplies of food, which are round here and there, are finished, they'll start killing animals. When animals are finished, they will start eating humans. And any nuclear attack, there'll be chaos and panic. That would probably be the main causes of deaths in the first few minutes. The aftermath, people dying of starvation, radiation sickness, or probably being murdered from others who are trying to survive, trying to take that piece of food which you still have left. The horrors of nuclear war is nothing compared to what happened to Hiroshima and Nagasaki. They were just a tiny bit of a taste of what we could be. But we're talking about on a global scale.